It's almost there, senor. It is going through the pass now.
Only an hour to go. 15 years I've waited. 15 long years. Pedro! Chico!
Si, senor.
How the hell long are you going to take to saddle them horses anyhow?
Senor, they refuse the bridle and try to put a hoof in your face when you come
Now, never mind. My boys will tame them. They have arms strong enough to make any horse take the bridle. There.
Hey,
Get going.
Anda, muchacho.
Hey, can I drive? There's another great quality about this tobacco. It quells the perfume of this odoriferous air in here. You want some? No, thanks. Oh, I'm sorry, Reverend. I should have offered you first. Would you like some?
No, thanks.
Mister, could I?
Yes, of course, madam.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
I ain't a reverend, by the way. Of course, our fields do overlap some. They commend the souls while I undertake the disposal of the bodies. I've got a deal in Harlingen right now with my friend Samuelson. Gonna take over his business for him. He's made a fortune there in just 2 years. Now he's retired.
This place, Harlingen, did it have an epidemic?
Yes, indeed. And it's still going. And let's hope it continues.
Good heavens, what is it, the plague?
Much worse. The common cold.
Oh, come on, we're almost there. Come on here. Here, I've got a nice little sucky-wucky for you here. That's good. Yeah. But don't you carry hip irons?
Weapons? Certainly not, madam. Seems to me we're the only ones besides you.
Oh, yes. The weapons they manufacture today cannot be relied on. Now, this here was my husband's. May his soul rest in peace. There. Of course, they used to shoot a whole lot better, but a woman of my old age, well, you get poor eyesight and rheumatism set your hand to trembling.
What the heck? All right, Grandma, cool iron. You want them buzzers over to Harlingen and think we got evil intentions?
Is it coming up now?
Yes, sir, and the second they hitch up a fresh team, we're leaving again.
Why so quick?
Stopovers in Harlingen are short because it's a lot healthier.
Smart enough to be traveling on got 10 minutes to stretch their legs. No bones broken.
I think I see 2 oak trees.
Madre mía, they are enormous. Vamos.
Sí?
Sí.
Bienvenidos, señores. I am Pedro, and this is my brother Chico. We are the personal peones of Senor Ray McIntyre.
What are you, a nut? Out of the way.
Huh?
Good grief.
Yes, it's not exactly what I was expecting, but I guess I'll...
Hey, if you want to make a speech, do it someplace else.
You, leave me alone. I want to teach that peasant fool a thing or two.
You take too much time, George. I'll take care of it. It's a fair offer, fella.
We're devil.
That's all I'm willing.
Excuse me.
Huh?
Good manners are not your strong point, but you still have time to learn.
You talking to me?
I am addressing you, sir. Now, there are 2 ways of teaching someone good manners, but I think, in your case, only the direct way will sink in.
Ha! Ha! Ha!
Now then.
Now then, hell. Listen here, Pimple Nose. I don't know about squaring accounts in your parts, but around here we settle up with these.
I'll let it lay. A couple of sister kids is all they are. Ain't even on.
Yeah, but they talk fresh. Now lend him your iron. Ain't but only gonna nick the squirt.
No, just a minute. Where I come from in Boston, we don't combat them as far.
But this ain't bossing. This here is... Hey, you're standing in the middle of our showdown. Step aside. I said step aside.
Another champion of fine manners.
You deaf? Turn around. Turn around. Turn around, damn you. Hey, you don't think I'm just gonna let you walk away now? You gotta face me, stranger. Because you ain't no Easterner and you got a weight on your hip. Well, get to it. You wrecked one showdown, you ain't gonna wreck another.
I say, sir. Sir, may I say something? My name's John McIntyre, and this is my brother George.
I know. Those are Irish oak trees.
And I must say that your behavior just now was uncivil. In fact, sir, we'd like you to know we're not grateful at all. And what's more, we don't appreciate in the least your interference. Sir?
Señores. Bienvenidos, señores. I am Pedro, and this is my brother Chico. We are the personal peones of your father, Senor Red. We have come to escort you to the ranch.
Ah, well, the trunks and cases are on the coach, Pedro.
Chico, las maletas. Ah, sí. One moment. We have a surprise for you, señores. Catch.
Good Lord, what sort of a place is this?
Hey, señores, you like them? Are they not beautiful? They are half wild lion, half mountain cat.
Thanks, Chico. Another time.
But they are presents from your father.
Yes, we understand that, Chico. Thank you.
I am Pedro.
Hello, Pedro.
Hurry! Got to give. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here I come.
Why, it's a fixation here. I mean... You can say that again. George, I hope you have no intention of presenting yourself to our father in this condition. Yes, quite right. It would be unforgivable.
Ah, Pedro. No, I am Chico, senor.
Right, Chico. Let's go to the hotel.
To the hotel, senor?
Yes, hotel. You know what a hotel is?
But your father is waiting.
The hotel, Pedro.
But I'm Chico.
Chico, good grief. You two wait for us here.
Get out! Get out! Not good for nothing. Get off my floor. I'll be with you in a second. Now you get. And don't come back until you can pay your bill. Which means don't come back at all.
Something tells me that someone at this table ain't playing quite regular. Ain't naming no names. But the minute I know for sure, I'm going to shoot out his good eye.
You call me a cheater?
I ain't going to jump the gun.
Hey, now, don't you jump the gun. Here.
Keep your shirt on. What will it be?
2 beers, please.
Right. 2 beers. 1.
Distracting my attention so you can sneak extra cards, huh? You're all in cahoots against me, you robbing sidewinder.
Game's over.
That's right, and I'm taking it apart.
Oh, yeah? Cool down. Go back to poker. Why don't you play old me? Play a nice game. Boys, listen, that's enough now. Hey! Hey, I came all the way from St. Louis. Now stop this ruckus right now, or so help me, you'll force me to violence. Put that dirt out. I'm not insured. Hey!
Good Lord.
I'll break you.
They seem to ignore the standards of fair play, but one must admire the lively temperaments of these peasants. They're almost congenial. Look what's happening over there.
That's just my temperament. Out! And you're next, you big. Ooh. Hey, you can't throw me out. It's my saloon.
Senor, I think we better leave. Your father is waiting. It's a long ride to the ranch.
Yes, quite right, Pedro. Anyway, I don't think the bartender is free right now.
I know.
Sentimentality, please, boys.
Oh, you just don't know how happy I am to have you back home at last.
Hey, no sadness, Father.
Sure, son.
Remember, you said it.
I was just thinking how happy she would have been. Do you still remember her, John?
Vaguely, Father.
You couldn't remember her, George. She left us before you learned to walk. Her one wish was for you to study and grow up in a different world. I agreed, missing you terribly every day. But she was right. I'll never regret it. Chico, the flowers, please. Well done, Chico. Put a few flowers in that grave, too, John.
Who are they, Father?
Some years ago, we came across a family of pioneers, ambushed by bandits. The woman and the 2 children were dead. The man wounded. Your mother used to take flowers to their grave.
What happened to the man?
We took care of him, he mended, then disappeared. I guess he's lost our...
I'll make you a new suit, one that perfectly fits. I can make you forget who you used to be, and make you whatever you want people to see. Hide your sorrow under my pillow, rest your head on mine. Let's leave the world outside the doors, even if only for...
Faith in this fellow man, though, because I heard rumors he became a gunfighter, one of the deadliest in the territory. Well, boys, it's getting late. Let's go. Tonight, I want you to meet the Matos. They're neighbors of ours, nice people.
Rifles and handguns everywhere, babies sucking bullets, duels on every corner of the street. Our arrival was certainly eventful.
Well, this is a blessing, of course. But we have nice people here, too, now, haven't we?
Certainly.
Senor, it is the gringo. He's here again. The gringo para el dinero.
Well, what's all the mystery?
I'll explain later. Doña Carmen, would you please go upstairs?
What's facing?
And you, too.
Sí, senor. Por acá, senor.
Now, whatever may happen, I want to ask you, boys, to keep your head. Evening.
Come with me.
Wait, I'll come too. That way, I'll avoid seeing him twice.
All right.
Listen, Pedro.
Your father will explain it.
Look, I want an answer. Who is he?
You see, senor. Senor Chon. Your father didn't want you to find out.
He was those gringos who ruined his leg. They ambushed your
Good
father.
heavens, Pedro. But why? Why did they do it?
I am Chico, senor.
Hey, you yell out, wait!
Talking to me, boy?
Don't call me boy.
All right, then, little man.
What have you got to say?
Listen, these are my boys. They just came back from the East. They don't know anything about this.
Oh, that's a little better.
Not exactly. We expect some explanation. Did he hear?
So you'd like me to explain? With pleasure. Now, this ain't the East, you see. This here is a wild, wide open country. You gotta be real smart to stay in one piece. Like your daddy here. See, there's all manner of snakes around. You never know. When you might find that your cows have been rustled, your water hole poisoned, your house set afire. You might even find that you've been shot. But luckily for your daddy and his fellow ranchers, there's someone to help out. Now, for a small fee, we'd work day and night to keep those sidewinders away.
Well, you can tell your boss the party's over.
Now, listen, can you...
No! Oh, they were so clumsy, senor. I'm so sorry. You should have done that. I'll see that you pay for it.
Throw him out!
Si, senor. I will get the door. Right this way, senor. Oh, I'm so clumsy tonight.
Go on!
Go on! Where's Marcus?
Oh, terrific. Well done, boys.
I'm with you all the way, son. The McIntyres are going to fight again.
Number 5, William Tolan. Well, let's hope he doesn't draw back, too. The way Pedro described Tolan, I don't think he's the kind. Can't hurt to try him. Get up. It's a collective. Quick, hurry, George. We better try and make it to Tolan's house. Come on. Fine, George, fine!
Sending 2 greenhorn kids galloping in here. Not even kind weapons. That varmint that pays you really slipped up this time.
Look, Mr. Tolan, we're not the... we're the sons of Red McIntyre.
Reds, boys? Well, I'll be. You mean to say you're the ones that pasted that fee collector?
Well, yes, I did.
Well, you did wrong. You should have drilled him like you would a polecat, son. It's all right now. Get back to work.
Look, we want justice for our father and the other ranchers, but we want to convince people to help the law without senseless violence. You can't go around...
What senseless was the 2 of you coming here to ask me to join you? I'm sorry, fellows. I only know of one sure way of being left alone around these here parts.
But you can't spend the rest of your life with a gun in your hand if you joined us.
I'd lay myself wide open. The Bible puts it better. The Lord only helps those who help themselves. I know. Those owls who sent me a collector, too. And that's where he ended up. It paid off. They haven't bothered me since. You'll find out, fellows. The only law that counts around here is this.
Well, I'm doing my very best, Your Honor. Sure, I know things are going bad. These young'uns here are quite right. There's only one of me, though, and they got 30 men at least.
Well, we're with you, Sheriff. Well said, George.
Fellows, bold words and righteous feelings won't do the job either.
Not against them. Besides, everyone here is afraid of them, and it's the fear that they feed on.
But that's the point. We have to convince the people to stick together, to resist, united. If we did, the outlaws would be the ones who'd be afraid. Then we wouldn't have to kill.
Well, I don't hold out much hope. But why not try?
We have to, sir. We have to force those killers out in the open.
Fine. You bring me the guilty ones, and I shall be unbending.
We'll get them. Even if we have to turn the whole country upside down.
It's no use, Senor John. We tried every one of ours. Of our people, and the only time we got a foot in the door, they slammed it shut and almost broke my nose. Yeah, and they made the strangest signs at us.
What sign?
Like this.
Like all the rest. It's really incredible. Yeah, I was scared stiff, except for Collins, and he's much too violent.
Well, I guess we'll just have to do it alone.
Hey, senores, I just had a thought. You never had one before, huh? Shut up your mouth, Cornudo. Listen. Instead of going around making fools of ourselves, why not find the collector we chased away?
Hey, you're right. Let's go after him and make him talk. Yeah, but where in the world do we begin, though? They're not just going to send us that collector like they did before.
No, not like before. Don't worry, though. I have no intention of collecting this afternoon. The fact is, I'm here on more of a personal call, McIntyre. I warned you I'd see you pay for what you've done to me. You're going to be carried down the river, never seen again. I have a passion for seeing a job that's done nice and clean, without no witness. You're going to come out of there? Or would you rather have us try a little target practice? Hey, you, on the white horse.
Who, me?
The horse is white, ain't it? Why don't you get down? Unbuckle your hardware, real slow like.
Unbuckle it.
Unbuckle it. Now get over here beside the others. You all get out of the water. You don't mind joining our picnic, fella, now, do you?
No, not at all. To whom do I owe the invitation, though?
What do you mean?
Seems to me a host should introduce himself.
Ought to be obvious to you that right now that don't really matter.
Yeah, you're probably right. I only ask so that I know what to write on your tombstone. Real hot out today, hmm?
Sir, I must, I would like to,
Son, if it's that difficult, you shouldn't even bother trying to say it.
I can say it, sir, and with pleasure. George. Sir, it's my duty to thank you, but I must add that I don't approve of your methods.
With all due respect to your opinion, you seem to be forgetting where you are. Now, if you don't mind a little advice.
Oh, we don't mind at all, sir, yes?
I wouldn't go around naked if I were you. You might catch yourself a chill, a permanent one.
You know, that man's right, John. Maybe we ought to arm ourselves, seeing as that's the law of the land. We're not killers, George. If someone acts out of self-defense, is he necessarily a killer?
He was lightning and mean as a scorpion. He must have had 40 notches on his gun. But I walked right up to the lion's den. Just hear yell to him. I dared to come up through that door. And wouldn't you know... There we are, and he says...
Pick up that valise there.
You're talking to me?
And take it upstairs.
For you. Why?
Please,
Why, I'll... Please. Well, if you put it that way. You people are real friendly here. I like that. Is my suite already? Sure, mister, already. Drink for my friend when he comes down, and bring me a bottle of whiskey. To that table there. There you are, sir. I didn't ask for glass. Some blue dad you got, if I may say so. Just did. That's all I got to recall my father. He was a noble, something like that, not sure. Never had pleasure of knowing him. My mother, on the other hand, was a whore. Now, me, I take after her.
Well,
Yeah. Cal, give us a bottle of whiskey, a good kind, and a deck of cards. Hurry up. Oh, you see a free table anywhere? Over there? No. There. Let's get to it. Yeah, there. Stay there. Do you mind if I lift a few dollars off these suckers at your table here? If you want, I'll lift a few off you, too. Well, boys, you see what happens when a man becomes a slave to the bottle. Let's sit down. Come on, he won't know the difference anyway. Careful, friend. You're wearing my patience thin. Now, I got a powerful ace to play. You don't know when to stop, do you, mister? Well, you called it. Lucky man. You'd have been dead if there was money riding on it. You and your boys. Now clear out of here, all of you. Get!
Uh-huh. You're a real hard act to follow, Duke.
Go to hell, Ace. He was as fast as a dead snail.
Small world, isn't it, my aristocratic friend?
Too small a world.
Go someplace else. You know the rules. First, no two eating out of the same plate.
Yes, that's the first rule, but I have a job to perform here. Customer always comes first. That's the second cardinal rule.
Mm-hmm.
So why not change plate yourself?
See, I have a small job to do here, too. And, you know how it is.
Go around, gent?
Yep. You're dead right. The customer always comes first.
That's how it is. We have no choice.
No choice at all. Put your hands down.
Not a chance.
If you don't mind, I'll do the honors.
Yes, I do mind. No, gents. Now, hold on. It's on the house, gents. All on the house.
Don't forget to let me know how you find the ammunition, fellas. You're going to be delighted, I tell you. I just know it. Well, so long and come back soon, you hear?
I will.
Hey, where do you put these?
2 beers, if you please.
Okay. But when you're finished drinking, don't hang around. Unless you boys come here to my saloon, the better it is for all of us.
Oh, don't worry. We haven't got evil intentions. You know, one would think you're afraid of us. Or am I wrong? You're not a friend of those collectors, are you?
Oh, listen, I'm everyone's friend. I mean, everyone's friend, that is, except the collectors. No, that's still not right. I mean, I'm a hard-working saloon keeper, and I keep my nose...
Hey, fellas.
Hmm?
Aren't you going to take off the price tag?
Huh?
Nursemaid, huh? Now that's really the end. The legendary ace-playing mother hen to 2 puppy dogs.
Did you stop to consider your reputation, now?
Hmm? How could you possibly kill 2 puppy dogs?
Or whatever you want to call them, Duke.
2 puppy dogs, so young and green that their gun belts have still got the price tags on them. You're right, Ace, sure. My customer should have told me. There's nothing I can do. I'm already committed.
He's just over the hills there, Senor John.
Well, let's hope it won't be wasted, Fred.
Oh, no, Senor. First, Manuel knew the collector. Second, he is from our old village. He is the brother of the first cousin of the wife of Pedro's godfather.
Oh, he is the cousin of the wife's sister's nephew's godson.
Hey, see you?
Si, senor.
Good, that's all we needing you for. Get out.
Please, senor, I can go now. No? Like you promised. Por favor. I've done nothing to you.
Filthy greaser. We'll come back for him later. Come on. Hit there in line with a tree, you'll fall like hell. What the dickens? Put him down, boys. Yeah, right there. Oh, never mind. Cut him down anyway.
Listen, sir. I'd like to, well, we'd like to.
Like to what?
We're all grateful for what you've done for us. And for saving our lives. And above all, for opening my eyes and showing us that out here, our way isn't, that we shouldn't go naked. And we're...
Getting the idea you're trying to fight a lost cause. Is that right?
Si, that is right, Senor.
Well, yes, it's true, but...
But you don't want to give in, do you?
Never. At the cost of being cut to pieces.
And a moment ago, it nearly did cost you just that. Now, is that all?
Well, no. We wanted to ask you to give us a hand and to teach us how to defend ourselves. Otherwise, how will we get ourselves out of this mess? We realize you'd have no motives for doing it, sir. The bandits never done anything to you, only...
You'll never speak for a man that you don't know.
All I was going to say...
Just how often do I have to tell you? All right, I'll do it. But on one condition. No one is to know about it.
Fast, sure hand when you draw, and perfect aim when you fire. Now, first of all, wear your gun belt lower. The butt should sit just where your hand hangs, like this.
Yes, sir, I understand. May I please have some of that coffee over there?
Nope, not when you're in training. Make you too nervous. Rule number 2, never shoot into the sun. Whatever the situation, always try to maneuver so the sun's at your back, okay? Now then, let's see you give it a try. You'll have to do a lot better than that. Handgun is like a butterfly, fellows. You tighten your grip too hard and she'll suffocate. Slacken it too much and off she flies, huh? Now watch once more how you draw the gun. Now you're supposed to aim. Oh. The trick is simple. You cock it as you bring it up, and then you aim and fire in one motion. Hmm? All right. Now it's your turn. Let's see what you've learned.
Well?
You've taken too much time, though. Whoever it is that you're facing isn't going to wait for you. And as for you, Irish, you're not showing off to the pretty girl down the street. Now follow me closely. You see the can over there in the middle?
Yes, sir.
All right. Imagine that it's actually a man. And it's come down to where it's either you or him now. Here's rule 3. You should never face a man with hate going through your mind. All you want to do is try and get off a bullet 1 second before he does.
Now, that's very noble, sir.
There's nothing noble about it at all. It's just being practical. Hate strangles a man's reflexes, gives the other fella an edge. The man who thinks is the man who will end up the winner. If your mind is clear, your hand will be that much faster. So, you see? It's very easy.
Very easy, he says.
Now you two practice it over and over and over and over again.
This is incredible.
Okay, hombres, it's your turn now.
Si, senor.
You, Pedro. You see that target over there?
I see it, senor. I see it very well.
All right, hit the center if you can.
Say when?
When? You close your eyes. You gotta look at what you're aiming at.
Senor, this sort of thing is not for us. Be true, senor. We get along so much better with this. Mira. Pedro is much better than me, senor. I want to see.
That won't be necessary. However, you still have to learn to use a pistol the same as the others.
Oh, no, senor. The pistolas, no. Oh, I know what. How about these? They make so many holes, you can't on me.
You know how to use those things?
Of course, senor. Like this.
Now watch how to load and fire. I'll do it slow so you understand. Got that now?
Are you ready for this?
Now, the powder that I load this with is very special, sir.
So I have heard. I hope it is true, senor. For your sake, I rode 400 miles to try these bullets.
If I were you, I'd give him the best service possible. He knows what it's all about. Hello there, Cobra Ramirez.
Ah, the Ace of Hearts. Saludos.
You here for work?
Shopping trip. What do you think?
Should flatten a man out.
I make a small test.
You're not going to test him on me, I hope.
You have neither the good luck to be a friend nor the bad luck not to be a savage.
Yeah. You're a real professional, Cobra. One of the best. Like I was saying just the other night at the saloon. I was telling the crowd about those.
What are they? Scalps?
Oh, well, of a kind. You see, whenever he kills someone, very first thing, he cuts off a lock of the man's hair to keep count, eh? So while we were talking, this fella suddenly jumps up and he says, Cobra should be a barber instead of a gunfighter.
Oh.
Oh, don't let it bother you, Cobra. It was nothing but envy is all.
Tell me who said it. Tell me, Ace. Well? Was it you? Answer. Answer, was it you? Was the last time? Were you the one who said it, yes or no?
Listen, I said no such thing. What my fellow colleagues do, I couldn't care less. Now I'd like to finish my drink in peace and quiet. See you around, hombre.
You are a pig, you are unfit to wash my underwear.
It's possible. Do you mind standing to the side a little? I want to see if there's still a certain fellow over there.
On your feet. On your feet, son of a dirty whore.
Oh, did you know her?
I advise you to get up before I get really nasty.
Okay. That was the right move just then. You can't imagine what this little drinking cup means to me.
Well, you sure took your time. You want one less whiskey?
No. Let's get it over with. Where's your preference?
All the same to me.
Over there, then. On the count of 5, okay? A little further down. That's about right. Whenever you like.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Hey, what happened to the Ace of Hearts?
He rode off just when you was, well, all of a sudden.
That dirty son of a... Wonder if we're related.
What a shot I am!
What do you mean? I hit it.
Oh, I mean...
No, I was you. I was you. It was me, senor.
Let's have one more try, senor.
Por favor.
Gracias.
How'd you like to take a little ride with us?
Well, ain't you curious about what's going to happen to you, Ace? As soon as we get into them hills, we're going to shoot you.
You're not going to shoot anyone, friend. If you'd wanted to, you'd have already tried by now. Here's what we're really out here for. A little talk with your boss.
You mean to say this is a great surprise?
Fact is, taking him was easy. It just goes to show you you're not all that indispensable, Duke.
Howdy.
Howdy.
I have a proposition for you, a real good one. Now, I figure it's senseless to pit you and Duke against each other. Why waste the two best gunfighters in the territory?
In the Union, sir. In the Union, right, Ace?
Fine. I need both of you to put the ranchers in their place. I know your price, Ace, and I'll pay you double. Triple.
Sounds interesting. Unfortunately, you see, I already have a client as it is. And you know how it is in our profession, Duke, right? I think it's the second rule.
That's just what I thought.
What do you mean?
That if he's here, it's because he wanted to come. Hey! Show these two-bit chicken thieves where you keep the artillery.
Hold it!
Hey, what'd I tell you? He knows his business, and he's never yet double-crossed his client.
Then why are you here?
He's up to something, can't you see?
Duke, if you ain't the worst darn chatterbox.
He's gonna pull the wool over your eyes. And afterwards, you come a-running because you'll find you gotta have me. And when you do, it'll cost you. I ain't no two-bit chicken thief.
There, now you want us to trim down the sideburns a little? Okay, you may go now, Duke.
You staying, then?
Sure. Man said he'd go triple.
Hmm.
You get the idea he was offended?
To hell with him. It's you I want to deal with.
Fine. But I'd rather see the face of the man I work for. You know, as a sort of guarantee I'm going to be paid.
Sounds reasonable enough. I'll see you get paid, all right.
It was fortunate for you, Chico, saw you leave town with those men.
Yeah, sure. It was real fortunate.
We came at the right moment, huh?
Yeah, perfect timing, boys. Just 1 second later, and I would
another
have...
second later showed you up to be an honor.
Sure. One more second, and I would have found out who the leader of the collector's gang is. Meddling young pipsqueaks.
We were just trying to help you.
Well, quit trying. I got enough as it is to worry about. Boys, the world was invented long before you ever saw it. And if it's a lousy world, it sure as hell won't be you that fixes it.
Well, thanks for what you've done. But now we're quits, Mr. Gunman. We can do without you.
game's over.
No need for custom models. The biggest of the three should find this one real cozy.
I meant maybe they prefer something a little more
I
stylish.
believe they care one way or the other at this point.
Yeah.
Morning, Cemetery. You know that's what the whole town calls you now? Congratulations.
Congratulations yourself. Now your employer can no longer do without your services. And while we're at it, thanks for the cooperation last night.
Go on. You helped me. Like you said, it narrowed down the field.
So on, leaving you in a position to quote your own price.
There's big doings over there in the saloon. Ranchers are holding a powwow.
Huh.
Ace, do you mind doing me a favor?
How do you spell that?
Leave town. You've had a couple of good scenes. Why don't you exit? Leave old Duke the finale. You know what I mean.
For a price on this, you're afraid you'll have to follow through right to the end.
And with a straight flush doesn't throw in. Whatever the job calls for, I'll do it. I'm standing pat on that.
Yes, Duke, I know you are. Only the cards aren't all out yet. That straight flush won't win easy.
Order! Order! Will you please come to order? Let John McIntyre have his say, at least.
Haven't they caused enough trouble as it is, Your Honor?
Haven't they? Ever since the day they fucked that collector, the rest of us have suffered for it, and I can bear witness to that. They poisoned all my water holes.
I found 6 head of mine slaughtered last Monday and another 10 dead.
Please listen to me.
Get off your high horse. We've been letting ourselves get milk for 3 years now. One by one, that gang's taking us for more than $100,000. But no, they're wrong, the McIntyres. For what? For having guts.
You want them collectors to start shooting us instead of our cattle? What's justice? All you care about yourself.
Order! Gentlemen! Let us at least observe procedure. I'd expect to make rational decisions. It's impossible with this free-for-all. Let's hear from Mr. Toller.
Now we'll get something done.
Toller, it was you that wanted this here meeting.
Now you dang well.
Friends, I'll always be the first to recognize the courage of these two young fellows. I had courage, too. And you know what's happened to me as a result. You men know what happened, and you know why it happened to me, too. Because of what I done to one of their bunch last year, they think I stand with the McIntyres now. Listen here, boys, and you too, Red. I've always been in the lead when it comes to using force. Sure, I admit it, but I never once tried to involve anyone else.
Hold you know damn well that these boys acted in the interest of everybody.
Sure, but the fact is, we are paying for it.
Hey, Toller, afraid I got bad news for you. They just burned all the corn cribs on your ranch. I tried to follow them. I tried.
Sure you tried to, Sheriff. You tried to. It's always the same old story. You're always trying to.
Yeah. And I suppose I should get myself pumped full of lead for your kind. Weighs too much for the $2 a day you give me. I resign.
Now, don't get upset, Sheriff. No one in this room doubts your word. So you were telling us?
I happened to see the smoke and thought I'd check on it. There was a whole bunch of them. I tried my best to cut them off, but I was completely outgunned. I trailed them as far as Red's place, then they disappeared.
Just what are you in, Sheriff? Take it easy, son.
John, why? I'm only saying what I saw. I lost them in the vicinity of your ranch. Oh, but don't worry, you weren't hit at all. Yeah, they're the only ones that never got hit at all. Don't that seem strange to you?
Now, hold. You will take back everything of what you just said.
You think I'm afraid of you and your brother?
Well, maybe not of us, but of the bad man, yes, and how?
Did you just hear what I just heard? This I don't know about you, but all right.
Leave him alone.
Gentlemen! Hey, fellas, take it easy. Don't wreck the place again. Order! Get it! Order! Son, do something! ¿Qué pasa?
Sounds like a fight. Let's go.
Better.
Inside, hombre. You desert our padrones.
Ah. Hey, where are you going? Would you desert our patrones? Oh, no, I'm back! Who the hell is going to pay for all this?
Where'd this come from? I don't know. Well, let's get rid of it. Away we go.
No, not the kids. Please! Oh, take it easy, boys. Take it easy. Calm down. Oh, damn it, all to hell. Get off of my bar counter. You take it. I don't want it. You got it. That's you. That's me. Go to hell.
Follow procedure, will you?
Oh, good grief. Yeah, right. Yeah, you hold Out! Oh, my parents!
Thanks, Father. Thanks, Judge.
That's good. Oh, wait a second. What are you doing there?
Mi cabeza. Caramba, what hit me, chico?
Ay, gringo, but I taught you a lesson. It hurt. That dirty gringo.
Yes, the sheriff has a beautiful saddle. Are you all right?
Oh, señor mío, pobrecito.
Listen, Chico. I am Pedro, senor. Pedro. How much do you think a saddle like this would cost? Come on, John. Let's go and get Father and go home. A hot bath will do you good. But you don't understand a thing, you knucklehead. How much, Chico?
Saddle like this one? At least $400.
$400? Listen, George, you're good at mathematics. If a prisoner earns $2 a day, how long would it take to buy a saddle like this? It'd take, who makes $2 a day?
Hey, Senor Sheriff. Good night.
Huh? What do you want? You didn't come here and wake me up just to tell me good night, did you? You know what time it is.
Si, Senor Sheriff, but...
Then get on home to bed.
Si, Senor, but I and the others...
You and the others? Come on now, speak out. What do you want?
I and the others have been wondering about where you find all the...
Where I find all the what?
Well, I mean, $2 is not a lot of money, you know? Huh?
What are you driving at? Just when is this $2 not a lot of money?
The point is, Senor, well, that is the point. $2 do not make sense.
I see, Pedro. Fine. Look, why don't we talk about it tomorrow or some other day?
Then there came to mind the thought that you, Sheriff, that you and the bandits
have been working together, that you are one of them.
Really now, Pedro? Is this all your idea, or?
See, all mine.
And you rode all the way over here this hour alone to tell me about your idea. That how it is?
That's how it is. I have come here alone, and at this hour of the night.
Come on in, why don't you? We'll have a couple drinks, and you can tell me more about your funny idea.
Muchas gracias, Sheriff. Oh, after you, por favor.
Oh, go on. No need to be polite.
Hey. You know, I think you're starting to become more loco than you look, amigo.
Another bunk like that, and I will be for sure.
Well, how was I to know you were going to forget who and what you are? So suddenly, I mean, after all, to come to a door before a gringo.
What have you done?
Not enough, senor.
Untie me, son. Don't let him touch me anymore.
Have you gone mad?
Senor John, I am only a poor peon. I do not know how to read or write, but I can look a man in the eye and know right away what he feels in his heart. And I swear to you, that gringo, once he found out just how much I knew, was going to kill me.
Oh, that's a lot of hogwash.
You could not shoot me in the middle of the street, so he invited me in. Can you imagine a gringo inviting a peon?
You gonna take the word of this scum over that of a sheriff?
He's falling apart with fear right now. Let them handle it, John.
There's only one way, senor. Either he confesses, or I am going to stick a knife in his throat.
Boys, look. I'm American. You ain't gonna let these savages here butcher a fellow citizen, are you?
He's yours.
Stinking Irish bastard. I'll spit on all your graves. I swear it.
Listen carefully, Sheriff. You see this knife? I have 3 others like it. I am going to take one of them at a time. I don't care which. I'm going to throw it at you on a count of 5. Now, one of these has a scratch on the blade. He's the one who will send you to the great jailhouse, you know where. So, if you are lucky, you still have 4 counts of 5 to live. If you are not, you could have only 1 count of 5 to live.
I don't know where or when, but I swear I'm gonna kill you.
Of course you want to kill us. You wanted to kill him. You're ready to do anything for money.
Do anything for what money?
The money, Sheriff. All the money you've stolen from my father and the others. Where is it?
And don't hand us any of this. I don't know anything. I don't know anything.
As you like. Chico?
One, 2, 3, 4.
Don't let him do it.
1 to go. And 5. Caramba, hombre. You are very lucky. One, 2, 3, 4. Is this the one? 5.
Well, what do you say? I don't know nothing. Nothing at all. I swear it.
You've had a miracle of good fortune. Then again, you only had 2 counts of 5 left to go. 1.
Yes, I admit it.
2.
I did work with the bandits. But
3.
I had no choice.
4.
I had to do it.
5.
No.
Too late.
Please, I didn't want to. I just didn't want to die for $2 a day. I'm no one's hero.
That's slightly better, Sheriff. But you must give a little more effort. You must tell the whole truth.
If I talk, I'm as good as buried.
What's the difference? If you don't talk, you get buried just as deep by Chico.
Chico?
Hey, hombre. You have run out of luck.
No, I don't want to die. Honest, I swear it. I don't know where the money is.
1.
I swear it.
2.
Only the boss knows.
3.
No,
4. Vaya con Dios.
don't do it. Please, I'll talk. I'll tell you where the money is.
So you know where it is. And you're the boss, after all. Is that it? Where is the money, you swine?
Listen, the men were supposed to meet tonight, and since I never showed up, they're probably out searching right now.
Come on, stop stalling.
You don't have a chance, boys. They'll make hash meat out of you.
Keep moving, senor, or we will make a hot tamale out of you.
Let's try to be reasonable about this, boys. You've got what you've been looking for, right? The money's all here, so why not let me go?
Sheriff, you still don't seem to understand. You're in no condition to make offers.
Well said, John. All right, Sheriff, where is it?
Up there.
You two, give me a boost up. Come on. Chico, don't take your eyes off our sheriff.
Don't worry, senor. He will behave.
Hey, here's a ladder.
Watch your step, senor.
Come on, take my hand. That's it. That's it. Good grief, we've actually done it.
Chico, we found it. It is all here, Chico. Bundles and bundles of it.
Buena suerte. Ow!
Oh, damn, did he fool us?
What the devil are you doing? I told you were not to come here.
Sure, I know, only we got trouble. Those damn McIntyre kids have gone and discovered the whole deal. They thought I was the boss of the gang. Bill, I was tortured.
Easy, calm down, will you? Here, have a drink. So first of all, where are they now?
They forced me to take them to the mission.
The mission? Are you out of your mind?
It was at the point of a gun. But I was real clever, Bill. You know, I trapped them inside.
Right on top of the money.
Yeah, but they're safer than if they were in jail. Good eye. Now all we have to do is ride up there and shut their mouths once and for all. Tell Duke to stop the Ace of Hearts and the whole thing's good as done. But just a little more. Talking about Duke, your red-hot gunfighter never did this much to get rid of them McIntyres. Don't you think I deserve a little reward?
You sure do.
I don't like it. I'm not partial to sheriffs getting murdered. It's got a criminal smell to it.
It's what? Just who are you to preach to me? You, a killer, a low-down bastard of a dirty
Yes,
killer.
there's a large difference. I was born one. You became one by your rotten deeds.
All right, Duke. I don't want an argument. I want to buy you a gun again.
Sure, you want to buy it. But this round, the gun quotes the fee.
Your standard's 3, I'll double it. But you have to stop the Ace of Hearts for that.
What good's it to you if I stop him for 1 hour?
What do you mean, stopping for 1 hour?
I'm afraid that old Ace might difficult to hold at all.
You're a thief, Duke.
Naturally. I'm like every serious professional.
10,000. But you have to hold him off till sunrise.
Cost you 15 till sunrise.
10,000. That's my top offer, Duke.
Your wealth isn't going to do you an ounce of good. I want you dead and buried, Mr. Toad. 15,000.
All right, you win. Let's get going.
In advance, please. Something tells me that once the little job's finished, you're going to take off to Mexico. Or you're going to come back to town and explain everything.
Now, do you think the bandits will come here?
No doubt about it. You can be sure the sheriff went to fetch him as fast as he could.
Don't worry, we can defend ourselves.
I just wish the Ace of Hearts were here. We should have tried to get away on foot.
No, George, they still would have found us. Anyway, it'd be worse out there. At least we have lots of cover here. I mean, how could we got Chico out on foot? If we'd have left him here, they'd have killed him.
So now we'll all be killed together.
Chico, I'm going to get very nervous with you making all that noise.
I'm thirsty. I'm dreaming of a cool, bubbling spring.
Aren't you afraid?
Oh, no. The Ace of Hearts will arrive at the right moment.
How can you be sure?
He always has before, huh?
But no one warned him this time, Pedro.
Now, when was he ever warned? He simply arrives when he is needed, and nothing in the world can prevent him.
Okay? Hey, say hello. Look, I've got to get going. Business, understand me? Sorry, Ace, but right now you're not going anywhere. Sorry, Duke, but I got to move on. I can't hear you. Did I take the wax out of your ears? What's them doing, AC? No, can't hear you.
Go look outside. No, my uncle. Get moving.
Take over, payroll.
Pour it on. Pour it on, fellas. Blast them.
Ain't no use. They're too well under cover.
Yeah, well, we'll take care of that. Come on.
I got him! Stick your nose out again, I'll just have to clip it right off for you. Oh, no, John, do you have any more bullets? No, I'm nearly out, too. I've only got 3 shots left.
Jacob, more shells. No more shells. These are all I have left.
Wonderful. Decide again. It's gonna be good.
Perfect as an angel. Guardian angel, Dookie.
Dookie. May I please go now?
You're free as a bird, eh, so-so? My deal was up at sunrise. Which it is right now.
Time to move in, Fred. They can't have much ammunition left. We'll open up all together to pin them down and then charge. Pass the word around.
Right, boss.
Pedro, your knife. Blasted fire, will you, dumbbell idiots? Come on, what's the matter? Come on, start shooting! Open fire! Give me some bullets!
Here they come.
Here you go, George. John? All yours.
It's Carlo. He mustn't escape.
Come on, amigos.
The ace works.
You were right, Pedro. Gracias, senor.
All in a day's work. Not yours, Chico. Amigo, this is your day.
Mine?
Senor. Come on. George, behind you! Well done, John. Where's his heart? Yes, senor. Talon's dead. Chico! We have done it! We have won! We have won! Where's the ace?
Out there. Vámonos.
Well, my congratulations.
The credit's all yours, Mr. Ace, or Mr. Cemetery, or whoever you are, for always coming at the right moment.
Cemetery is right, senor. Ah, for the bandits, see?
I'd no more of your compliments. I've had it. Pain in the neck, that's all you are.
Huh?
Get out of here, all of you.
But, sir, inside there's...
I know, the ranch is $100,000. I'm just going to keep it from a trouble.
Well, we risked our lives for that money. We're not permitting anyone to touch it after all this.
You've got a bit of a problem there, then. It's your last lesson. Now you've got 1 minute flat to mount up and ride. Mm-hmm.
Senor. Sí. Sí, spell.
No stopping for any reason until you get home again. Kind of you, Duke. But they're not all that heavy.
Oh, yes, they are. They weigh just double of what you got coming to you.
Stalin is no more, Duke, you hear? Now you've got no more clients. You've got no more stake in this affair.
I've already forgotten Toland. I'm thinking about me.
You're thinking ours. You're making an error.
You can keep the other one if you like, amigo. Half will be good enough for
No
me.
deal. I'm not splitting this money. Cost me more sweat than you think. Now, I don't much feel like arguing with you, Duke. But if you're going to insist on it...
Guess I'm a little hard-headed, eh?
You're too greedy, too. Can't you be satisfied with what you wrung out of Toland?
No, got too many bad habits. Expensive one.
Then I'll have to teach you some self-restraint.
Don't waste your time. A lot have tried, and a lot have died.
Well, you have any last wishes?
Yeah. I've run out of cigars. You want silver or gold handle?
On what, the box?
Sure, you deserve to leave us in style. Professional, like the ace of hearts. How about when it stops?
You're on. When it stops, may the best man live. Goodbye.
See how work has its lighter moments, don't you think? I could have sworn that you hadn't seen him.
How about that? I could have sworn just the opposite.
Well, have to keep for another time. But one day you and me gonna have to find out who's the faster of the two of us.
Oh, sure. And hopefully it'll be a duel over something worth a little more than a heap of rocks.
A heap of rocks? But where the devil's all that nice green...
Right here. He told me to hide it in here and to keep quiet, senor. Look, well, we better keep going. We might be followed by El Senor Duke.
And we thought him to be abandoned. What a man. They should make him a federal marshal, or a senator, or even a governor.
Oh, no, Senor George, it's impossible.
Governors are all crooks, they are.
robbing a fellow colleague. Out of stupid sentimentality. You're the disgrace of the trade.
Hard not to do it. After all, someone like McIntyre doesn't save your life every day.
You risk getting your head blown off for a little thing like that?
Looks like it. Where are you off to now?
Where the devil you think? I've got to earn my bread.
Now, it seems they're looking to hire good gunfighters up Abilene way. Yeah, if I'm right, they want to teach certain bad characters there that rustling's a crime.
You going there?
I thought I'd have a look-see.
Abilene's north of here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Duke! That way is south. You said it, brother. If you're going north...
Well, have it your own way. What about this brother thing?
Well, it's true. If there was ever more son of a whore than me, it's you.